Now imagine a woman who used to share her dreams openly, her fears, her hopes, her thoughts about the future. But over time, she senses disinterest, or discomfort, or just absence. So she stops, not out of anger, out of adaptation. And that's how relationships don't end in explosions. They end in quiet adjustments, small emotional retreats, two people slowly learning to need less from each other. Until one day, there's almost nothing left to give. But here's the deeper truth. Most of these patterns didn't start in your relationship. They started long before, in childhood, in the environments where you first learned what love feels like, whether it was safe to express yourself, whether your needs were welcomed or dismissed, whether closeness felt comforting or overwhelming. You carry those patterns into your adult relationships, not because you choose to, but because they feel familiar. If you learned that expressing your needs leads to rejection, you'll learn to stay quiet. If you learned that love is unpredictable, you'll become hyper-aware, always scanning for signs of distance. And so, without realizing it, two people meet not just as themselves, but as their histories, their fears, their survival strategies. And when those strategies clash, the relationship begins to strain. Not because there isn't love, but because there isn't safety. And this is where everything can change. Because the moment you become aware of these patterns, you create space. A pause between reaction and response. A chance to choose something different. The next time you feel the urge to stay silent, you can ask yourself, what am I protecting? And what is it costing me? The next time you feel the need to win, you can ask, do I want to be right, or do I want to be close? These are small moments, but they matter. Because relationships are not defined by grand gestures. They are shaped by repeated choices, to speak instead of withdraw, to listen instead of defend, to stay present instead of escape. And none of this is easy. It requires courage, vulnerability, a willingness to be uncomfortable. But it also creates something rare. A relationship that doesn't just survive, but evolves. So as you move through your own relationship, don't look for the dramatic signs. Look for the quiet ones, the missed conversations, the unspoken thoughts, the moments where you chose comfort over truth, not to judge yourself, but to understand. Because the same place where relationships begin to fade is also where they can begin again. You don't need a perfect partner.